So, good evening again. Welcome back to another show. I'm John, and tonight I'm going to do my press conference reaction. Player ratings. Sorry about that, player ratings. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring David in a second. But if you like my videos, could you please subscribe to my channel and please take a like on the video. And like I said, I've done a press conference reaction earlier on. It's on the videos. It's on the stream out for that. And also, I'm back with another video, like I said, and tonight I'm going to bring in, he's been asking to come for a couple of weeks now doing player ratings, and I'm going to bring him in now, and it's Davy. How you doing, mate? You okay?
All right, mate.
You good? Champion.
Yeah,
now, last night is just absolutely frustrated. Like, last night, I think it's an absolute joke last night, and first half, and it was just absolutely poor, man. Absolutely shocking. I mean, the 2 goals conceded was absolutely poor. I mean, what was Kraft doing? Not marking Werner. The second goal, oh my God. I mean, blame themselves for that. And Werner just got in and pulled it away.
Yeah, I don't know what we've seen in Kraft to bring him to the club.
And I mean, I watched him when he used to play for Bologna in Serie A, because I'm an Italian football nut. And when he was linked, I said, please, no, please don't get him. Please don't, because the guy is absolutely useless. I got cussed on that, saying that, give him a chance, Just shut up, give him a chance. Said, me, I watch a lot of him. You haven't. And trust me, this guy is bang average. And he's bang average.
I wouldn't even say he's bang average.
Crazy, man. He's just League 1, League 2 level. I mean, Mikael Lustig, right? He's played for Celtic. He's 35-year-old, right? Let me tell you something. He's levels, right? Before Kraft. He's levels, man. And let me tell you something.
That's my Scottish team as well, Celtic.
Aye, good man, good lad. That's how we love it, eh? Green, right, but you're not going to win 10 in a row this season. It ain't going to happen. Just hand it to them now, and then next season, we'll see if you're good enough, and then a new manager sort of thing, Get Frank Lampard to manage Celtic. I'll tell you what, he'll win that back. So I've got some comments here. I've got Tom's here. Hi, John. Sorry, I just got home from work. That's absolutely fine. I'm here. Andrew said, even John, even to Andrew, I hope you're okay. And Eric, even John, even David, hope you're well, mate. Of course we are. Eric. Absolutely fine, and it's just great. So we've got some games coming up, man. We've got to play Man U on Sunday, and Argosy is getting tonked 4-0.
I would say 5.
Yeah, and that should cost Bruce his job if that is the case. Because if you ever look at me press conference action earlier on, I brought up the picture earlier on from the Chronicle, right? And it's these players trudging off, right? Heads down, right?
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
I'm sorry, but the players aren't interested. They just don't care about Newcastle. They don't want to be here. They don't play on Steve Bruce. They do not care. And let me tell you something, right? He should have been gone. He should have gone at the end of the season.
Yeah, he shouldn't even have been appointed as manager.
I know. It's just crazy, man. He should never be manager here at the club. When his name was mentioned, I said, oh, God, please, no. And you know what? I just absolutely, my body sank, my heart sank when he was named as manager. And I'll tell you something, he did say he would not manage Newcastle. It is not his dream to manage Newcastle because he's managed Sunderland. He said that. And now, a couple of years later, he takes the job on. Unbelievable. And Stephanie's got more brains. She'll back us up on this. Stephanie, I hope you're okay. And good evening, John and David. And you know what? Stephanie seems to love you last as well, sort of, big up to Steph, because at the end of the day, I mean, she sounds absolutely lovely and she's a fan of me. And you know what? You just keep calling on me sure, Steph, because at the end of the day, I'm only going to get better, I hope. So I haven't done this channel long for a couple of months. Started again a couple of months. I've got 422 people watching, subscribing to us, you know. So I'm happy with that. And you know what it is, right? I'm going to do loads of contents, especially in the summer. I'm going to do daily transfer update. I'm going to do transfer news. There's no point doing it now because the transfer season's over. But there you go. Dave?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just saying I'm going to do a load of contents in the summer for the daily transfer update. It'd be nightly transfer update because I'll be at work. So yeah, I'm going to do plenty of those as well. Excuse me. Players in commons, players outgoing, who you link with, and it's going to be fun. It's only be like another 12 weeks to go. So let's hope we stay in this division.
That'll be good for your channel. That'll make your channel grow.
Cool. Well, I'm going to do the player ratings now. I don't know if you know how it works. I'm going to go for the players 1 to 11, right? And that includes clubs, including the manager, right? And some of the players weren't good enough last week. Fans, if you're listening, please join in as well. It'd be great. And excuse me, it's gonna be. I mean, a few men gonna get high rates anyway, but I'm gonna start with card Darlow. He's made some saves. He did okay generally, but at the end of the day, he still does command his area, sort of thing, right? And it's time for Martin Nebraska has got to come in. But for me, even though he makes some decent saves, he still does command his box enough. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10.
Yep, I would give him a 5.
That's the thing is, right, with Darlow, he's been fantastic. The first half of the season's been amazing, but the second half of the season, he's just conceding lots of goals. And do you know what I mean? He's conceded 4 goals in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's flapping a lot.
Well, making 6 in the last 4 games, that's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? Even though he makes some decent saves, but I thought last night he just did okay. I expect him to make saves that he seems to do, and that's the problem. Surely now it's time for Nebraska to come in, because at the end of the day, we need him back quickly. Like Ever said, dollars a 4. We need Nebraska back fast, and we do need him back because at the end of the day, and we just need him back.
Yeah, he's the first choice goalkeeper for a reason.
Davy, exactly, because at the end of the day, without him, I mean, he's been decent. Last season, he was our player of the season. And he's done better than Dollar. Listen, Dollar's been done great. I get that. But I just don't. I think his mistakes is coming in. He's not commanding enough. When he flaps, when he gets the ball, he flaps. But you need to push it up so the keeper doesn't get anywhere. So he's a 6 out. I'll give him a 5 out of 10 there. Yeah. And going to right back, I'm going to start with Emerald Kraft or Crap. Emerald Kraft. For me, he's the worst player on the pitch. He was at fault for the first goal, and every time the ball comes to him, they target him every single time. Furner tucked him in his back pocket. Yeah, even Alonso as well. I'll give him a 0 out of 10. The guy is the worst player on the pitch. 0. He ain't not enough for Newcastle. He's bang average. Right? And everyone's calling him the Swedish Cafu when he came. Right? He's a 0 out of
10. Yeah. If I could, I would give him a minus.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, mate. I wouldn't. I mean, the only time I wouldn't give him a 0. I'll give him a 0 for me. I'll only give him a 7 out of 10 once. I think that's against Blackburn but twice. Burnley's one of them, and one against Southampton. But he is absolutely terrible. And Eric, Norfolk, worst right back ever seen in the black and white. He's terrible. You're right. So not for me. Please subscribe to my channel and stick a like in my video for the player ratings, and that'd be much appreciated to grow my channel. Thanks very much. And he is so exposed every single time. Yeah, they talk outside, and again, people say, yeah, but it doesn't matter who's the right back is. But at the end of the day, Macrilo would not defend like that. He just offer anything. But Kraft, how many times did he put a cross in? How many times did he overlap Gale? Not good enough. Sorry.
He didn't.
Nah. So he gets a 0 for me. Left back, it would be Jamal Lewis. For me, I'm not being funny. he's been exposed again. He's been exposed by Steve Bruce's tactics, yeah, and he doesn't come forward enough. And he looks a big footballer, but I think the little kid looks lost me at a minute. But he'll come good, but not on the Steve Bruce, yeah. And ASM didn't help in at all, you know. But the one thing I don't like is you have got to make a tackle. When you go 50 tackle, you do not ever back out of a tackle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10. He's lucky he's getting 2 because for me, he gets badly exposed as craft as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm not seeing him in a timely tackle. His clearance is poor. For me, he gets a 2, and he's lucky to be getting that 2.
Yeah, I would say a 3, but at the most a 3. But I would go along with you with a 2.
Okay, fair enough. And on to be centre half, so I'm going to start with our captain. Lewis is 0 as well. You're right, Jones. Completely lost, and right now he just isn't good enough to be starting. Definitely not, Eric. Not in a minute. Yeah. To be fair, I'll put Richie there left back. It can't get any worse. I mean, listen, I've got high hopes for the kid, but for me, I just don't think he's good enough for this league at the moment, and there's a reason why Norwich wanted to get rid. So there you go. I'm going to go with Jamal Lascelles, our so-called captain. I'll say that. He did an excellent recovery tackle on Abraham, yeah, even though Tuchel said he broke his ankle. It was definitely a tackle, great tackle. But
brilliant
tackle. That's the only best
thing.
Definitely not a penalty. But his leadership, for me, look at the second goal, right? He didn't do the players up, yeah. He just had his head down like everyone else, yeah. That's poor captaincy, yeah. He's gone back. He's gone back since Rafa Benitez left the club, yeah. And believe you and me, right? He needs to fix up very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to get relegated, and he's going to be a part of it as well. So for me, he's not a captain, and I'm not being funny. I mean, Eric says 0. I wanted to give him a 0 as well, but at the end of the day, that tackle saved him getting a 0. I'm giving him a 1.
I wouldn't even give him a 1, not even for the tackle. I would just give him a 0.
Big faster, yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's lucky to get a 1. He turned up. Well, do you know what I mean? For captaincy, yeah. But for me, his leadership is absolutely disgraceful at the moment, yeah. He doesn't lead from the back. Give that captaincy to Isaac Hinn because at the end of the day, he's a leader. He's not a leader. We're in the bottom there. We find relegation. You need to see some fights. You need to see some passion. You need to see some come on. I'm not seeing that for themselves at all whatsoever. The guy is a disgrace, and Eric Screws, he says, is 0 as well. But I'm going to give him a 1 because for that tackle, you know what I mean? If other than that, like, be a 0. So I'm going to go with Kieran Clark. For me, he wasn't that great, but he just did the basics, but he wasn't that great, yeah? I lost to Federico Fernandez coming back, to be quite honest with you, to know what I mean? But he looked comfortable on the ball, but he didn't do a lot, didn't he? So I'm going to give him a... man. It's a difficult one for Kieran because, for me, they're hardly been mentioned. So I'm going to give him... I'm definitely going to give him a 4, man. Because of the first half performance, I'm going to give him a 3.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. You know, he's just come back from his girlfriend giving birth to his new kid. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, man.
So I would give him a 4.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Kieran Clark, but I'm afraid, I mean, he's been badly let down by Lascelles and also badly left down with fullbacks as well. So, nah.
Yeah, there's no one around him who can actually pick him up and say, well, yeah, we've done wrong.
Yeah, crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I totally agree with you. But Eric says 4 for Clark as well. He was sorry and he was the only one trying to organise anyone. I have to agree with you there, man. So, you're right. So, I'm going to go on straight to Hayden. I'm going to give him a 5 because he did, for me, first half, yeah. I'm not being funny, but he tried to stop Werner hardly, and he can't do that. He may be the best of a poor to average player, but for me, I think he's a decent player on the day. But when it comes against the bigger teams, he goes away missing, and I don't want to see that from Isaac. I really don't. But at the end of the day, I thought he did okay, but at the end of the day, poor team. So he gets a 5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Well, I would give him a 5.
Yeah, but listen, I want him to be our best in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? People think I'm being harsh on him, but sorry, but the midfield's lacking as well, and we got exposed to that very badly as well. You do not allow, you don't allow the midfield to hit those long balls across. You just don't do that.
Same as like I heard today on Sky Sports News that Newcastle's going for Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah, I heard that.
In the 25-man squad, they can take out Atsu if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can take him out because they don't use him anyway. So the Premier League's allowing them.
Yeah.
To take out Atsu.
Yeah, take out Atsu and be in Sturridge.
So they're taking out Atsu and they're going to try and get Sturridge.
Thing is, though, will the club let that happen, though? Because if they don't, Steve Bruce wants him, and if they don't, they're going to be in real trouble. Because we need centre forwards, we need strikers going to get the goals. I'm not sure about Sturridge should be got onto. He hasn't hardly played, has he? This is the thing, though, Davy. We're going for players that haven't played for months or years. We don't want that. We want players that are ready, and this is why we should have got someone in January.
Yep, and that's why we should have fetched Jet Williams as well.
Exactly, but then again, injured as well, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't been playing games, and that's the problem. So I think he needs to be playing game time. He should have done it at Frankfurt, but he was injured at the time. So
Frankfurt don't want to play him. Frankfurt don't want him, so you'll not get played at Frankfurt.
Wow, this is the thing. You know, they don't want to play him. So I think. For me, I think Williams needs to get back into fitness for the summer before we can take him. I think we'll get him if we don't get relegated. So, excuse me, we just see what happens on there, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you now. Right then, that was Hayden. I'll give him 5. Shelby. Steve Bruce loves his player, right? The problem is he hasn't delivered. You know, his legs.
He's got no legs.
He's got no legs, and. You know what it is, right, with John Shelby? I'm going to this is real talk. He has it easy at Newcastle United. Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't get given 110%. Excuse me. There's a moment.
He used to.
Yeah, he used to. We're talking about this season. But in the first half, he did a free kick from the halfway line. What does he do? Goes straight off on the flipping corner from goal kick. It is an absolute disgrace, man. But he has to put a graft in. He needs to be interested in games. And at times, I don't want to see him walking around the pitch, showing disinterested. We don't want any relegation dogfight. For me, I get him dropped. Rafa Benitez would have dropped him, would have sold him years ago. I'm telling you, because of his attitude. And his attitude is wrong, you know? And listen, I'm not his biggest fan, don't get us wrong. But at the end of the day, where's the times he hits 50-yard balls, assists? I haven't seen him done an assist at all. He did a good goal against Palace the other day, but that's gone now. I want John Shelby to deliver. If he doesn't deliver, drop him. Simple as that.
Yep.
So I didn't think he had a good game last night. He did look interested as well. So I'm going to give him a 2 as well. 2 out of 10 for Shelby. Sorry, 2 out of 10 for him.
I would give him a 2 as well.
And I've got LK Jonjo, liability done, and I always done nothing. I don't think you should get a rating for him. He probably stays 0 as well. Russ said, big up, John. Big up, Russ. All be okay, my guy. Thanks for coming on my channel there. So, yeah. And I'm just going to move on straight to Willock. The thing is with Willock, yeah, he had that chance late in the second half, and he was quite unlucky when he hit that half volley. He went wide. But other than that, he wasn't in the game enough for me. And where he plays, I mean, I thought he might have been number 10. I thought he might be playing in the midfield.
That's where he should be.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think he used him wrong last night. You know, it wasn't a great performance on the night, but he did try to put a shift in. So for me, it's a hard one again for Willock because he is trying hard. So I'll give him
a 6.
Yeah, I'm going for a 6 as well. Man of the match. 6 out of 10, man of the match for me. And I have to say that because he's the one who's tried sort of thing to get things going. But hitting long balls to him ain't going to help. So 6 out of 10 for Willock. So we're going to go to Amiron. 5 out of 10. for me, I mean, I'm not being funny, right? But he was unlucky with that shot in the second half. He should have done better. I get it. But at the end of the day, when he hasn't got the ball, he's a disaster. He hasn't got the ball. But he's trying to make things happen. But I'm afraid he's been let down, lack of running and work rate from others. So he's a 5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. I'll give him a 5.
And with Maximan, listen, I like the guy, but last night I thought he was a little bit frustrating. I mean, in the first half, he tried to do too much. When he loses the bar, he just waves his arms and sulk. He's sulking quite a bit. I've noticed that in him, yeah?
Yeah, because there's no one around him. There's no one helping him.
This is the thing. We haven't got the players around him, not better players for him as well. I'm not being funny, right? But that's down to Bruce's tactics. Do you know what I mean? For a start, he's not a centre forward, yeah? He should be on the wing doing a proper job, and he's not. He's been playing up front. Steve Bruce is used to run wrongly. Do you know what I mean? But would you drop him on Sunday against Man United and bring him onto the subs bench as an impact sub? Because I've got a funny feeling Steve's going to drop him and play Fraser. And this is another thing, right? Steve Bruce has come out and said he's not had an opportunity to see Ryan Fraser and Alan together. What is he going to do? He still haven't played them together after 6 games.
Yep. He had the perfect opportunity last night to play Fraser on one wing and Maximum on the other. And yet again, what does he do? He brings Maxi off for Fraser.
Yeah. Crazy, man. I think it's an absolute joke, man. I mean, Steve Bruce hasn't got a clue. And
I would still give Maxi a 6.
He is the biggest danger in the first half. He tried to make things happen. For me, I'll probably give him a borderline 6. But I believe Egg's going to give him a 0. His attitude, this is the thing. You say the 6, I'm going to give him a 5. Sorry, I'll change my mind. I'm going to give him a 5. But Eric's giving him a 0. That's fair enough. Dwight Girl, 0 for me. Sorry, he should be up front, not in the right wing. He often out, he keeps falling over. He has to reduce absolutely now. Newcastle fans have probably said I'm being harsh on him because people can say, "Oh, he runs around." Yeah, I'll do as well. You do. Everyone does as well, you know. But Dwight Girl does not deserve a new contract based on last night's performance. Definitely not. Nowhere at all. Yeah, and we're badly missing Callum Wilson. Badly, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's showing. It's showing now. It's not right. So, for me, I'll give him a 0. Yep. I'm sorry, but how many shots did he have? How many assists did he have? How many crosses did he make? Absolutely not. For me, 0.
Yep, 0 for me.
And Eric Gibbon, minus 100. No point. What's the point in being on the pitch? Everyone's picking up and saying, wow, got high hopes for this lad. High hopes. Do you know what I mean? But hey, nah. Didn't do it for me.
No, 0 for me.
Thank you very much. And 0 for me and others as well. We move on to the subs. I'm going to start with Ryan Fraser. Yet again, stupid second excuses because he just don't want to play him at all whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? I think Fraser needs to start on Sunday against Man. He needs to start on Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Why do you just play ASM and Fraser together? See how it goes to 60 minutes, right? And then go from there. But what can you do with 20 minutes to go? And he still doesn't look match fit for me, but he needs to train in a couple of days and hopefully again the game on Sunday. For me, I think he needs to do a lot of work for this guy. But no more give a standard 5. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. Andy Carroll, waste of time for me. Yeah. I'm not going to mark him because he hasn't been on long enough. And Chelsea defense dealt with him so easily, you know. And as for Joe Linton, I've missed him out. I'm going to give him a 0. Let's put it this way. He offers out. No shots. No take-ons. He's not in non-threatening positions. He's not busting a gut at all whatsoever. This has got to be the worst signing in Newcastle's history. I'm sorry.
Totally.
And Eric Jones probably being a bit harsh on Maxi lads, but I can't stand well-paid players struggling around the pitch. Well, he hasn't really done it, any. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being funny, but at the end of the day, he needs to fix up and just make sure, accept that we're in a relegation dogfight. Because if he doesn't accept it, job in and get the players that really cares, like Elliot Anderson, get him in. Do you know what I mean? So that 0 out of 10 for me, and I do not want to see this guy, ever play for Newcastle United ever again. We should have sold at the end of the season, lured him out. He's on a 6-year contract. He's on £95,000 a week, apparently. Has paid player at Newcastle. And this is why Rafa Benitez doesn't want him.
Yeah, I will give Joe Linton a -1.
0 or -1. That I do. I've just given him -2,000. Not good enough for Newcastle. So we done all the players. We're going to go on to, excuse me, I don't want to say to fans, but no one haven't turned up. I would have probably given him a 10 for the effort. But welcome to Steve Bruce. I've got to see again. I haven't seen a worse footballer than Joe Linton. If you've seen worse, then I'd love to hear it. Well, we have some poor ones. We have some poor ones as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had some poor ones, yeah, like Gavash, Pingle. We had some worse players as well. Andy Fay, he was worse, you know. Poor defend Marcelino. This player is the worst. And I'm getting people come up to us and say,
Jermaine James.
If the manager came in and got the best out of him, it wouldn't make any difference. Because it's
Hugo
still
Viana.
exactly the same player, miss. Exactly the same player. So I'm sorry, but he's been told he's got to play. Say again, Dave.
We've had some bad ones like some Clarence Sakuda.
Yeah.
Hugo Viana, Jermaine James.
Yeah.
He was poor.
Yeah. Right. But at the end of the day, Jermaine James couldn't wait to get away from Newcastle. He wanted to go to Spurs, and good luck to him at the time. So, but it is what it is. So for me, he better not play for Newcastle ever again, because players like him is going to get us relegated. We're in a relegation dogfight.
But you know for a fact, Bruce is going to pick him every single time because he likes him. Bruce, there's something there that Bruce likes.
He's got his favourites, hasn't he? He's got his favourites.
Yeah, you could tell he's got his favourites.
I know. The only way going to move forward is sack him. Absolutely sack him. Which brings us on to this fraudulent manager, right? Their manager, you know, not mine's, theirs. Yeah. The tactics he's got, right? He just couldn't get a tune out of him. I'm going to give him 0 out of 10, man. A 0. And the way he comes out of the press conference and saying, there's a positive in the second half, there's no positives in the second half because Chelsea took their foot on the pedal. Do you know what I mean? If they really want to step it up, they would have done that. You know what I mean? So, Thomas John, will you be on the Forceman show? Yes, I will be, 8 o'clock. And I'm sure Paul have plenty to say on that. But at the end of the day, he's a 0 boost. This manager, he's sacked.
Yep, I would give him a 0.
It's just not good enough. I mean, people think I'm being harsh with ratings. I'm sorry, I just say how it is. You know what I mean? If they don't perform, I tell them. If they do well, I praise them. Do you know what I mean? Even if even if Emma Kraft, right, had a good game, I still praise him. I would. And I'll do the same with Berlin. I praise him or not. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, these players are taking the ultimate mick. They're really
are. We're not being harsh for being harsh fake, but if they want to pick up their performances, we would say, well done, you've picked up your performances.
Yeah, man.
Because they haven't, we're having to be harsh.
I totally agree. Richard says like it is. And Newcastle fans, our fan base, can be a bit prickly as well. Say, you're being negative again. No, we're not. We're speaking the truth. The thing is, we look at the bigger picture. I look at the big picture. If someone comes to us and say, look, we won 2 out of 2 in the last 4 games, I say, how about winning 2 out of the last 15 games, mate? Look at the bigger picture. And people don't seem to think that.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm not looking forward to Sunday. You're going to get absolutely mullered on Sunday. We will. We're going to get 4-5-0. That's coming. Because we are so easy to play against.
It just depends what formation he goes with and what players he picks.
You have to play the same formation. You have to. To me, it doesn't matter what formation we play now. We're gonna get beat. I mean, we tried 5-4-1. We played 3-5-2, 3-5-1.
I still say he's gonna play 5 at the back.
I've got that feeling. I've got that funny feeling. I will not surprise us. Do you know what I mean? So that means you're gonna go play for a point. You look at. I said the other day or last night, Barnsley had a go at Chelsea in the cup. They had a right go at them. Yeah. And you would have thought Steve was saying, hang on a minute. Look at the way Barnsley play against Chelsea. We can get at least with the players we've got. But no, Steve don't want to do that, because he's so ultra defensive. This manager needs to be sacked or he's taking us down.
Yep, I agree with you.
Because we are sick of it now. And Mike Ashley must see the problem now. He's taking his eyes off the flipping ball at our club. And it seems like he doesn't seem to care. Lee Charnley, right? He must know what's going on at the club.
He must know. He's there watching them. So
crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And I just do not get it at all. I really don't. I just think it's a disgrace. I mean, well, what can I say? So, guys, can you please take a like to my video? Can you please subscribe to my channel as well? And tell us, do you think the ratings are right? Am I being a bit too harsh? Does the players need to fix up and wake up for the next game against Man U? And if they don't, and Fulham win the next 2 games, then I'm not being funny, but I can see Fulham staying up this season. I can see Fulham staying up this season.
Yep, we're going to go down.
We will. We're not get back up this time. We won't.
Because Scott Parker would have seen that result. He would have went in the train this morning and said, "Right, lads, I watched that game last night. We can get at Newcastle."
Yeah. And you know what? He must be rubbing his hand, licking his lips and saying, you know what? We can get up, like, play the football, score the goals, and Newcastle's going to be in big trouble, baby. And I'll tell you what, mate, if we hit the bottom 3, we're staying there until Bruce gets a sack. And if you're going to sack him now. Sack him now. Do not wait for 10 games to go, 8 games to go. Do you know why? It'll be too late. Who's going to come to Newcastle with 8 games to go with about 4, 5, 6 points adrift? I tell you who. Need one. They give it to Graham Jones.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous. I'm going to wrap this up very quick because I've got to go on to another show at 8 o'clock. And again, how can we put an attacking performance in against Everton, Southampton, and then play like that against Chelsea? Honestly, the change last night was so bad to previous performances. Eric, well said, mate. Well said. I'll go further than that as well. Why? Why are we going back to the old days? Why? Is a joke? Why are we just like this? Why are we not having
We went back to Bruce Ball.
Exactly. Bruce Ball out of the way. We are a disgrace. We are such an easy team to play against. We're just a soft touch. It's like a training session. You know what I mean?
Every team must see it, right? Look at the fixture list and see it, right? We've got Newcastle today, lads. We're going to get 3 points. Every time we look at that fixture list and they say Newcastle, we'll be saying, right, we've got 3 points, yeah, lads, this week.
You're right, man. You're right. And I'll go further than that as well. You know, we are the worst watched team in the Premier League. No wonder we're the most watched team for Sky and BT because we're easy touch. They can guarantee goals against us. And it should not happen for that football club. Steph is bang on. She said, if you play like last night, man, we get our Man U. Well, she said, Man U will absolutely murder us. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right there. Well said, Steph. Well,
she's absolutely right. She's spot on.
She's bang on. She's bang on. She's absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, we're a soft touch. We only got to play Wolves. We lose to that. We got to play West Brom. Sam Allardyce will fancy beating us. You know, he's got to prove. He's got a point to prove. He's done it with Sunderland against us. Yeah, he's going to do exactly the same against West Brom. And let me tell you something, right? We lose that game against West Brom, and Bruce is still there. He has to be gone, and I mean that.
He has to be gone by. He has to be gone by tomorrow morning. Main by that game.
You're right. Absolutely crazy. I'm just so absolutely. I mean, the club is a complete utter shambles, man. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up, man. because it's quite a bit, and I got to go into another show. But I got to ask you this question, Davy. Did you enjoy coming on my show?
Yeah, really did.
Happy with that? That's fine. Well, make sure you come back on the game, man. And I got a channel to do tomorrow, right? With Claire Williams. She's a Man U fan, and we're going to talk about early pre-match build up. And
yeah, she sounds as though she's got her head screwed on as well.
She has. I call her the Queen of Strathclyde because she's such a dedicated Man United fan, and she'll be washing me shoes and that for sure. And she's absolutely amazing. And Eric said, Dave is right. Teams aren't scared of us anymore. Since GMs used to be a fortress, now it's hunting ground for the opposition. You know, it's just a gift. It's just got come on and say. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Do you know what I mean? That's what we are. We're just a charity club. We're a charity club. Charity kiss.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so, we're just a charity ground now.
We are. It's not a fortress. Don't think they're coming in. We're not scared anymore. They're not scared of us now. Look at the place. For me,
no one's scared of coming.
No, you're right. This is the worst Newcastle team in years. Seriously, man. And that's all down to one guy, and that's Moose. So
when we had Bobby Robson in charge, you could see everyone was scared to come to St James's Park. But now we've got Bruce. We'll think, well, you know, what's to be scared of? We're going to get 3 points.
Exactly, because we don't press, we don't tackle. It's like social distancing football. It's still like the players are still in lockdown. Social distancing, always, so don't catch COVID. You know, tackle. It's the games that. Winning the ball.
They're actually frightened to get stuck in.
I agree. Totally agree. The club's a joke. It's a complete and utter shambles. You know what I mean? Like I said, Werner had
a field here.
Yeah.
You had an absolute field here.
Yeah. He tucked Emma crap in his back pocket the whole of the game. Yeah.
So did Alonso. Alonso took him in his back pocket.
Exactly. The midfield's non-existent. Yeah, I thought the back four was shocking. Sorry, but it was.
John Joe Shelby. I don't know what the hell we see to play him. He's got no legs. He can't run. He can't put a pass together.
Yeah.
He strings these Hollywood passes around as though like he's one of these blooming pass men, but he's not. He's nothing. He's nothing. He's lost all his touch.
I know. Yeah, mate. Totally agree. The guy's finished. Honestly, he's finished completely, utter finish. And whoever got him signed that new 3-year deal should be sacked for fraud and deception. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna end up that, man, because I've got another show to go on to. But thanks very much for coming on. Just give one more message from Eric. Another great show, John. Nice meeting you, yes, David. Hope to see you again soon, mate. And you enjoy the chat.
I would like to come back on.
Yeah, why not? We work something out, man. I've got lots of people to call me, sure. And listen up, man. Thanks for coming on. And what I'll do like my video, guys, could you please subscribe to my channel and please stick a like on my channel and please follow David as well.
Yeah, and I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well.
On YouTube as well. What do you do on your YouTube, my guy? What do you do?
I'm going to start doing FIFA videos.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing some streams.
Yeah, man.
It's just getting me anxiety sorted out and get myself put right.
Sure.
Because a year ago, I wouldn't have dreamed of coming on doing these things. So I'm starting to get back to my normal self.
Sure. Listen, I hope you get better soon, my friend. And listen, please stay strong for us, yeah? And my heart goes out to you. Don't get stressed. Just stay calm. Be you. And listen, we look at your channels, my friend. And listen, thanks for coming on. And I'm going to sign off now. And I'll be on Paul's channel, The Four Husband. I'll be in the next 10 minutes or so. And listen, David, thanks for coming on, mate. And thanks to me, the viewers who watch this channel. And until then, thank you very much for coming on. Until then, have a good evening.
How are the lads?
How are the lads?